Seattle, Washington.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use Wilson. Hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He may try and run for the, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Carried by number 30.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. 10.
That's what I want to see.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The ball carried by number 39.
Jalen Mills in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
there's Wilson to throw.
42-yard line.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 28. It's a gain of 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
6 yards.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 40, 30,
nothing here. Nothing
10.
Here.
And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for number 30. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They're going to try and throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. The 20. Come on and get it. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Elliott good on the extra point. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
18-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
47-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
We talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Down at the 26.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Again, the ball carrier.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
And goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
33-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Gun. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
And to give this time to the tailback. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
For the running back.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance, it's run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They run the counter now on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
To throw here.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now they try the right side here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Seahawks 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson, he'll buy some time right.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
11 more yards. And that's good for another.
From the shotgun, Wilson buying time to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On second and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Again, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's brought down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now a handoff looking right. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Incomplete.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Let's bring it. Shift. Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. One left. Switch it. 35th power. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Operating from the gun. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Wilson. Pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They go play action now. Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Double dog. That's the way. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. Past the 20, down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Almost special. Almost special. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
One last shot for Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For DK Metcalf, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Check 52.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Final score, Eagles.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about this.